Hello and welcome to Beyond Books, the Shrewsbury Public Library podcast, your audible source for the events, news, people, and the exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the Shrewsbury Public Library. I'm one of your hosts, Dana. I'm the technical specialist over here. I'm with my host, Mike. How's it going, Mike?
Hey, it's going great. I am Mike Zeller. I'm the assistant director at the library and the head of adult services. I feel like I have to really bring my energy up this episode. like Dan, you have such a radio personality voice where my voice is like ASMR. You listen to it when you're falling asleep.
Well, for the audience who don't know, I've had almost 13 years of experience in broadcasting before doing this. So,
and I've had almost 40 years of putting people to sleep by talking to them. So,
yeah, well, hey, who's to say, you know? We can get onto a whole nother podcast about doing that stuff, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, there's even stuff out there of just people eating food, you know what I mean? It's a strange world we live in, huh? You know. So, enough about us. We have a very special guest with us over here today. We're here with Melissa Wentworth. Now, Melissa is the head of circulation over here at the Shrewsbury Public Library. Melissa, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm Melissa Wentworth, head of circulation.
I already said that.
Yes. I hope I don't put anyone to sleep today.
We'll see.
We will see.
Who's to say? Who's to say?
I have been here at the Shrewsbury Public Library for 19 years now.
Oh, boy. Wow.
Yes.
No kidding.
And I'm only 30, so yeah.
You started young, you know.
I started actually at another library when I was 14 years old.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. So
were you a volunteer at that time?
I was a page.
Oh, I see. Yes. So the people who don't understand what that is, who don't know the library lingo,
yes.
What is a page, other than the thing that you turn that has words and numbers on it?
It is a young person, usually, not always, but a person that files books, does a variety of things. I actually worked in a Central Mass Regional Library System office, and I did office duties such as OCLC, which is we sent books to all different libraries, kind of like what Interlibrary Loan is here now, sending books to towns, out of state, things like that.
All right. Okay. All right. And you just fell in love with it and said, I have to be the head of circulation
and
someday. It's
that
my dream.
is exactly what it was in Shrewsbury, yes.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
The best library ever.
Hey, that's a good statement right there.
It is.
That should be our motto.
Yes.
Yeah, the subtitle.
Well, that's what the town's strategic plan. That's what they want to be the best. Shrewsbury is going to be the best municipality.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah.
All right, in the world.
That's what I told them.
Yeah.
yeah. With you at the helm of circulation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. So I understand that you've come up with two truths and a lie for us today.
I have.
Ooh, boy.
Are
boy.
you ready for that?
Not quite.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, because I was ready.
Sorry, folks.
Have you stumbled?
We're going to get to that real soon. But first, for those who don't know what the circulation department is, obviously when people think circulation, what's the first thing that usually comes to your head, right? Your system in your body, right? Things come and go, right? The blood's pumping and this and that. It's like the heart, right? That makes everything happen. And I would like to say that that's pretty close to what circulation is in the library business. Again, for those people who don't know, I'm very new to the library business myself. I've been here for about 10 months, and I'm learning things as I go. And I feel that one of the main backbones of this institution here is circulation. So can you tell everybody about what that is, what that entails?
We are the heart of the building, though usually no blood involved. Once in a while. Once in a while.
Yeah.
As you said, there are things going in and out, materials in and out. We retrieve materials, we look up things for people, we get what they need. We can get, if we don't have books or items here, we can get them from other libraries, anything anyone wants. So it's kind of the heart of the library.
Yeah.
So
So
we're here to greet people when they come in. So
we
yes,
have a number of different people that work in circulation. So they got you at the helm.
I am the head of 19 staff.
Wow.
In all.
Wow. So that includes a bunch of people that run that front circulation desk and do all kinds of other things. And we have pages too.
8 of them in all.
8 of them. Wow. Wow.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about what some of the other folks might do that are there.
So we register people for library cards so that they can do a variety of things, download books. They can take out items such as now cooking items now. They can download books if they don't want to take out a physical book. They can download an ebook from Libby. They can do anything with a library card, basically.
Yeah.
So much now.
It's amazing. Yeah, we talked about this a little tiny bit in the last show where so many people just perceive the library as just being a place to snag books, but we've got everything here. We've
There
got
is.
movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, games,
Everything.
CDs, audiobooks, digital downloads, streaming.
Can download music if
It's
they
yeah.
don't want a CD. If some still want a CD, same thing with movies. They can
Yeah.
come in for programs. We have a memory cafe on Fridays for
Yeah.
people with dementia
Oh,
or
and,
anyone that wants to stop in.
You guys handle library passes too, which are very popular.
Passes
right?
for museums.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Did I say library passes? I meant museum passes.
They are museum passes
Yeah.
or library passes. Discounts, great discounts.
Yeah.
Some are free, some are half price. A lot of families take part in that. So we have so many things to offer.
Fantastic. That's great. That's great. So, as you mentioned, if I wanted to get just about anything, we have our system here called CW Mars, right? That's sort of our interlibrary system between us and a whole bunch of other community libraries in the area. So, if we don't have it here in stock, we can get it shipped so you can pick it up here or any of the library of your choosing. And if there's something that is outside of our network, there is a way to get stuff too.
There
Can you tell us a
is.
little bit about that?
We have a wonderful girl, Shiwen. She goes outside to Comcat, which we can order things outside of our network.
And we're talking potentially around the country here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have wonderful services here.
Awesome. Fantastic. And I will say, with all honesty, those people down in circulation, they work real hard.
Oh, yeah.
They
Oh, yeah.
Oh, seriously. Yeah,
Every
these people
day to
hustle
help.
every day,
Yes.
talking with the community, helping everybody out. I mean, it's a wonderful little system in that department. Everybody's working, it's like a well-oiled machine down there.
Oh,
Yes.
You know?
We get a lot of holds in every day. Those are the books I talked about that we don't have people put holds on their card, on their library card, if they want different titles that we don't have here, and we get them fairly quick from other towns that send them here. So what happens is they'll put a hold on their card for the different titles, goes into the system. The next library that has them, say they'll get a hold on their computer, they'll go look for the title on their shelf, they'll put it in the CW Mars, scan it in, so they're telling us that they have it. They then put it in their delivery bin. It goes to a central location in Worcester. They sort it into their bins to go to Shrewsbury. Then the van driver goes, picks it up, brings it here. We scan in the bins. We get deliveries every day. Then it tells our patron, your book is here, ready for you to come and pick up. Your title's ready. So that's kind of how the whole process works.
Fantastic. That's great. So, for everybody who's listening, just about everything and anything you can want,
Yes.
you can get it right here. And if we don't have it, we're going to get it for you.
We will get it.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
And you folks, you process, if I'm remembering back when I used to collect the stats, I mean, you process hundreds, if not
Yes.
thousands of holds every day. So it's like we're constantly getting tons of stuff shipped back and
We
forth.
have pretty big delivery. Yesterday, we had about 10 hold bins coming in for patrons.
And when we say holds bins, they're these big gray bins. They're like the kind of things that you would buy at
Yes.
Home Depot to store some stuff in your
Yeah.
attic.
Crates.
Big crates, stackable big crates. You know, so yeah, we got a lot of stuff that comes in here. So, with all that said, oh, by the way, real quick, you are the liaison for the Friends. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
The Friends, yes, the Friends is a nonprofit organization. It supports the library events we have, reading programs, concerts, the Good Memory Cafe, Foreign Film Festival. We have a scholarship going on right now, $1,500 for a Shrewsbury resident. They can use it for any college expenses they want. So,
And I think because I've been involved in Friends organizations myself, so for those of you guys out there that don't know what a Friends nonprofit is, so we are a municipal department, right?
Right.
We're not a regular standard brick and mortar type of business where we could just take profits and pay for stuff. We can't necessarily operate that way. So what a Friends nonprofit does is it raises money to pay for those things, such as scholarships and events and things like that. So just to let the folks know.
thank you. We are now raising money through a bookstore that we opened the middle of September. So we have a new bookstore in the basement where the children's room is. So if anyone wants to come in, $2 hardcover, $1 paperback.
We got a new sign up
Great
there.
prices.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even looked at the new sign yet. I got to
Yeah,
do that.
it just went up like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks sharp. Yeah.
So what they're talking about is it now says Friends on top of the bookstore sign. It's a great place. We have volunteers that come in and help us with that. So I'm in charge of 12 volunteers for that. So they're wonderful. So it's a great organization.
All right.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
they spend couple $1,000s every season on our programming. So
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's where we get the overwhelming majority of our program funds. We would not be able to host nearly the number of programs we do without them.
Yeah, great group of people.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So I think oh, actually, you know what? There is something I would love to get into. Maybe we can dive into this a little bit into more detail at some point, but maybe in a video at some point. But you know, when regular folks just come here when they loan something out, they bring it back to return it. There's two places where you can do that. Either outside the building, you hit a button, a little door goes doo, and it opens up, and there's like these LED lights and stuff, and a big touch screen, and you put your books in there, and a conveyor belt goes whoosh, and takes it away. And sometimes if you put a book in there too fast, it honks at you and spits it back out and says, "Whoa, hold on." Or you can do the same thing on the inside, which what I like to call the mud room, which is you go through a first door from outside, and then there's a return area right there, and then there's another set of doors where you get into the actual building itself. I call it the mud room.
It's
right?
like a little
It's-
foyer.
A foyer,
It's not
right, yeah.
a mud room, folks. It's a lobby, a nice lobby.
I'm sorry, there's no coat hangers in there. Right.
Yeah, please don't leave
There's
your
no-
shoes.
Yeah, there's no cubbies for your shoes and your boots. But yeah, more of a foyer. Okay, so most of you who might not really realize that what goes beyond the wall right there, right? So there is this huge machine back there by a company called Linkso. We call this the automated handler, right? And,
Automated materials handler,
yes.
the AMH.
AMH, and I'm the one who has to, as the IT person here, I have to maintain this thing. I have to, basically, it's this big, giant conveyor belt system that has barcode readers and RFID readers on there. And let's just say, there's a big conveyor belt system with a whole bunch of these wheeled carts that are around it, and each one goes to a different place in the library where the item has to be returned to. So normally, like if you go to some other neighboring libraries, there's like a post office box outside.
Yeah, it's like a big metal box.
Big metal box, or maybe there's something like on the building with a little chute that goes into. And then people have to physically take the stuff out, scan everything in by hand, and then distribute it to the shelves or bring it back to the library where it's supposed to go to, right?
Super time consuming.
Super time consuming, right? But we luckily have this super cool conveyor belt system that reads the RFID tag and the barcode on there, and it knows exactly where it's supposed to go, saving people a ton of time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the one who has to maintain this thing, keep it up and running. Sometimes it goes down a little bit. I got to clean it up. I got to do this. I got to do that. Take some things apart. But it's a really cool thing. I would love to, pretty soon, I want to do a video about what happens when you return stuff to the library.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
that'd
to
be
kind of
really
show
cool.
the inside look of where stuff goes, right? Because I don't think anybody really, they see all this cool, robotic door that opens up with these LED lights and you put the thing in there and, hey, what's going on behind there, right? So it's
Kids look in and they're fascinated.
yeah,
yeah.
right? It's
Yes.
pretty wild.
Mhm.
And we have this sort of glass wall, right? These windows where you can kind of sort of peek in to see what's going on back there. But I don't know, we should do tours at some point.
Yeah,
Have people,
oh yeah.
people come through.
When Sonia and Roxanne do the tours for the school tours for the
Yeah.
kids, they always take them through
Yes.
there.
Oh,
The
that's cool.
Kids, the
Yeah.
kids love
It's-
that. Yeah.
it's neat. It's pretty cool.
We filmed a little bit of it when we did the video for Shrewsbury, Shropshire
Oh, okay.
a while back. So a little bit, but
Yeah, cool.
it'd be cool to do something else like that.
Yeah. I wonder if I can get a drone camera to go
Fly
in there.
through
You
the-
know, yeah. I'll figure out something. But yeah. So, is there anything else about circulation you would love everybody to know about?
There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. Everybody does a great job doing the library cards and taking care of the passes and just helping patrons out. And if you need anything, just come in and ask.
Yeah, real good, hardworking, dedicated folks
Yes.
over there.
Definitely.
Everyone is,
Definitely.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So with that said, I think it's about that time. I've been waiting weeks for this.
What?
To play. All right, everybody, it's time to play a game of Two Truths
Okay.
and a Lie. All right.
We should get a little sound,
Well,
like a little
actually,
music sting for that.
It's funny that you say that because I have some sounds built into our podcasting thing. So
Oh, really?
if I get it wrong,
Oh, no.
and if I get it right,
Getting hot in here.
Nice.
and what was this one here? Hey, that one's for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so this might be a little different because I really tried to think here.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Okay. All right.
so maybe I should start off with the easy one, or
Oh boy. All right.
I don't know.
is-
Let's see.
I'm wondering if this is going to be like the last time where Mike knows all of these because he knows everybody here real good, and I'm the
no,
new guy.
no, I
you know?
didn't. I don't know. I didn't kind of do it like that.
Yeah. Okay. All
So,
right.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know if I know all of Melissa's secrets.
Tips and tricks. Are you ready?
I'm
Do
ready.
you need a sip of water before we start?
Yes, yes. Let me.
Probably a
let me,
good idea.
Let me do that. Okay, you guys ready?
Hey,
Absolutely.
I was born ready, Melissa. Here we go.
Okay. So, a lot of people return books through the automated handling system. However, old times, we used to have a book drop like you talked about in the building. But a lot of things are left in books, library books. People use as bookmarks. I've seen many things. So, I've listed 3 things I've seen left in books. One of them might not be true. Well, one of them is false. So, I'm going to tell you guys the 3 things
Okay.
left as bookmarks in books that I've witnessed in my lifetime as a librarian. So, first thing is a $100 bill stuck in a book as a bookmark.
That's a good one to find.
Yes. Now, anything you do find in a book, we try and call the patron.
Right.
Of course.
Look
of
up the
course,
book,
yes.
call the patron, and say, "Do you know you left this, and would you like to come in and get it?" Of course. Second thing is a scratch ticket worth $20. Third thing is a love note. So 1, 2, and 3. Would you like me to go over the numbers again, or
No, I think
Where you
I
guys
thought you were
got 'em?
going to say like a dirty sock or something like that. You know? Yeah. You know.
I have to say I never
Nothing like that? No.
found a dirty sock. A glove, maybe a winter glove.
Oh, okay.
But not a dirty sock. Sorry,
Yeah.
Dana.
Dirty sock would be a good, I mean, that's a
Yeah.
pretty easy one. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So,
Yeah, but no, never
no.
that.
Okay. All right.
There's something else I'll have to tell you later, but it can't be on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there have been
Yeah.
more things you have
Mike
found that we
might
can't
have
talk
heard
about.
that
Maybe,
one,
yeah.
but
Yeah, all
I
right.
didn't want to do it for the podcast.
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. All right. So let's see here. So we have a $100 bill, a scratch ticket worth $20, and a love letter.
Yes,
Oh, did you read the love letter?
I have to say yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that changes everything. How was it endearing?
Half and half.
Half and half. Okay. It was a love letter, not a breakup letter.
No.
No. Okay. All right. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Oh, boy. Mike, what are you thinking, buddy?
Well, is it going to influence you though if I tell you which one?
I don't. Well, it might, like it did last time. I mean, jeez.
Because I think I do know the answer to this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. All right. This is really tough. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this. Well, it's tough. All right. Yeah, I think it's the scratch ticket worth $20. That's a pretty easy one. I mean, no, I'm sorry. As a lie. Yeah, because I think the other ones are more extravagant. And knowing me, it has to be whatever the one I think is probably the most common. Probably shouldn't be the right one, right? You know.
I think it's actually the love note because I think we've talked about weird times that people have left tons of money in books.
Okay. All right.
So you ready?
All right.
The scratch ticket is the one I made up.
Oh,
It's
oh,
false.
wow.
Hey! All right. I got that one right. Great. Mike?
I know, I was wrong. I thought we had talked about that, but I do remember us talking about the $100 bill. before.
Yes.
Oh, and
that's
it's-
kind
That
of
was a
that's-
bookmark.
It's a legend.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Number two.
Number
All
two.
right. 1 me, 0 Mike.
No.
Okay. You guys ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
So this one's
So ready.
a little longer. That was
Okay.
like the easy. Okay. So this is stuff that's happened to me on the desk. So you guys are going to have to tell me which one you think is false. Okay, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. When I came in to SPL, Shrewsbury Public Library, for an interview, I always dress up for interviews, dressed in my best. Nice.
I hope it was a nice pink suit.
It was not pink, nice black, business suit. Someone on the staff was like, and of course I didn't know anyone at that time. You dressed really nice. You shouldn't dress that nice. We don't dress in business suits here. So that was a joke.
Oh,
So
jeez.
these are all kind of jokes.
Kind of.
So that's number one. Number two, patron at the desk says, you know how they put holds on books, which I talked about, says to me, so you put a hold on my book. How do I put a hold on to date a librarian now?
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Third one. So, people in charge, managers or directors at the library, when you're changing shifts, might tell you stuff that's going on for the night, such as what needs to be done in the meeting room, something like that. Chairs, programs going on.
Sure.
So everybody's laughed because Melissa says, just 1 minute, I want to fix my hair first. And the director or in charge person was going home. That's number 3. And I said, I'm going to fix my hair first. I'll be right with you.
Oh.
That's number 3.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Oh, boy. All right. This is the toughest one yet. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. So.
So if you want me to repeat or...
All right. So it was the one about the office suit.
Yes. the patron,
the pickup line,
a pickup line.
and then deciding to go home after saying you're gonna go do your hair.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What do you think, Mike?
Well, yeah, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Most of our patrons are very well behaved, but
And it doesn't have to be here. Remember, I worked at another library.
Yeah.
Okay. That changes the.
I've been
Yeah.
in libraries for 36 years total.
Yeah, sure. Well, I think that one's true. That's
I would
that's my
almost
thought.
guarantee.
I think that one's true. And you know what? I think the joke about the office, the interview attire is also true. So I think the one about taking off, about saying, "Oh, I'm going to do my makeup," and taking off. I think that's the lie.
Yeah,
I think that was the lie.
I think so true.
Yeah.
Too. You always take good care of your hair, but I don't think you would ever blow anyone off.
Exactly.
To do that.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we might find out that the false that you're actually some kind of a monster. I don't know. I mean, geez
monster?
Louise. I mean, hey, I don't know. But all right, here we go. Let's
I'm not
find out.
answering. Pleading the fifth.
Whoa, hey.
So,
Oh no. Oh no.
Were we both wrong?
you were both wrong.
Come get out of town here.
And I couldn't
Come
figure
on.
out what to make up. I did actually have a pickup line, but it wasn't that. It was worse.
Oh,
But
jeez. We'll have to talk
anyway,
about that one
number
later.
2, I made up totally
Come on.
the hold.
Come
Come
on.
on. Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's
So
pretty good,
they
though.
were
It's clever.
laughing.
Wow.
So it was at the Lake Street. And Ellen, sorry. So she was leaving for the night, and I was behind. Nancy had a mirror, the old head of circ before me, and I was fixing my hair, and Ellen had something to tell me for the night because I was in charge before she was leaving. And I was like, just a minute, because I was still fixing my hair.
Yeah.
So she was at the desk waiting to go home.
Oh,
And I was almost done. But I was just coming in. And Ellen was she was so good. So I just finished and I went to her to see what she wanted to tell me.
yeah. Jeez.
So apparently we both thought higher of you.
I know. I'm so sorry. But I didn't want a messy hair in front of patrons. You can understand.
Sure.
All this here.
I understand. Sure.
We did talk about before we started how the trio here we all have really good hair.
Yes. I have to be presentable.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
It's true.
Yeah.
You're at the desk all the time. You're
Right,
representing the library.
Yes.
I'm the behind-the-scenes guy that gets on their hands and knees to fix stuff in the dirt and the dust. But I try to look sharp every day, you know.
You do look sharp.
Oh, thanks. But hey, I need to know the story. You go in for an interview, and they told you, "Oh, hey, you should be wearing such nice clothes."
That was my good friend Jason, the reference librarian. He always joked with me.
Yeah.
I didn't know him yet, though.
Oh, okay.
So we laughed about that for years.
Yeah.
He's like, Melissa, you remember you came in dressed in like the 3-piece suit for an... yes, Jason, thanks a lot.
So were you all like bent out of shape going into this interview?
No. I was just like, well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got you. All right. Hey, good stuff. Good stuff. Well, hey, I think we got one more, right? I could do these all day.
One more. Now,
all
this
right.
one, I know you guys did this one's outside of work.
Okay.
So this one might be easier.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
So this is just
Off the clock business.
off the clock business.
All right.
Now, this one, concert shows that I currently hold tickets for. So,
I know you're big into your concerts down at the
Yes.
casino, right?
no.
No.
These are real
Foxwoods?
concerts,
Oh, okay. All right.
like not there. So, number 1, and these are concerts that are coming up.
Pending.
Pending.
All right. You already bought the tickets.
Yes.
All right.
So, 2 I have tickets for, 1 I don't.
All right.
So number 1, Janet Jackson at the Xfinity Center in May. Number 2, Beyonce, Gillette Stadium in August. Number 3, Ed Sheeran at Gillette Stadium in July. Which one's not true? 1, 2, or 3? Janet, Beyonce, or Ed?
Janet Jackson.
Is not true.
Is not true. That's my best guess because I know. What's his name? Ed Sheeran. Is that his name? What's his name?
Yeah, Ed
Yeah,
Sheeran.
yeah. I know you're a fan, right? Okay, and then
He's very popular at the
very-
Shrewsbury
very-
Public Library.
I love
isn't
him.
there a computer in circulation named after him, right? Something like that, right?
You better remember that.
And
That's
not
my
David
computer.
Hasselhoff. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. And then oh God,
Beyonce.
Beyonce. I keep wanting to say Tina Turner, but that's not Janet Jackson. Oh my God. Yeah, I just because Beyonce's very popular or whatever, right? And Janet Jackson's, I don't even know if she's around doing anything anymore these days. I don't know. You never hear from her, so I don't know. That's why I'm thinking. That's why I'm thinking that's the false one. But what do I know?
Yeah, this is tough too, but I'll sink or swim with Dana. I'll go with Janet Jackson
All
as
right.
well.
Bam, bam,
Oh
bam.
no, it must have been Beyonce. then.
Beyonce.
Get out of here! Really? Janet Jackson's still touring?
I have tickets to Janet.
Get out of here! I thought she was just living the retired life. I don't know.
I'm gonna find out. I've always loved
I didn't think
Michael.
she did anything since
could
since
never
the
see-
Super Bowl with Justin Timberlake. I don't know.
I could never see Michael. I'm going to see her.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. That's cool.
I'm
All right.
0 for 3. This was a rough one for me.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
thought
well.
it was going to be easier for you guys.
Well. Oh well. Well, we'll have to try this again another time.
Yes.
So yeah. All right. Well, it's great. We got to know a little bit more about you, a bit more about circulation, right?
Yeah,
It's
oh,
great.
absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And in case I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the show, it is the month of March, and we have lots of very good and exciting things happening.
We do.
This
We
month
always do.
here at the library, and we'd like to let you guys know about just the tip of the iceberg of some of the things that are happening here. Of course, you can always check out our social media, go up on our website, on our calendar, and take a look at everything and anything that we offer every single month. But these are just a few of the main highlights.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll start off here. We have a bunch of technology classes that are going on, going to be held by one of our staff over here named Sierra. We have an introduction to the Google Suite on March 7th at 6 o'clock. So if you're somebody who's very new to Google, maybe you have a Gmail, but you have never really used any of the other applications that are in there. For instance, they have their own cloud storage unit called Google Drive. They basically have their own version of like Microsoft Word that has like Excel and Publisher and everything in there, but it's all Google based. You know, Google Docs, Google Sheets, so on and so forth. Very good stuff to have. Great to have on your resume, I will say. And just about most of everybody's pretty much using these for work, for home, things like that. And it's really good stuff to learn. But if you sign up for this, make sure that you do have a Gmail account already signed up because you will have to sign into it to do this class. If you're going to get into it, make sure that you take our basic computer skills class first because basic computer skills are recommended for this. You should know a bit about how to use a computer or a laptop first and foremost before you get into this a little bit more advanced. But hey, you know, Mike, let me ask you something.
Sure.
How good are you with computers?
I hope I'm pretty good.
Hope you're all right. Hey, listen, if you need to brush up on a thing or two, I'd highly suggest checking out our computer basics class on Thursday, March 16th at 3 o'clock. So, you know, if you're not too savvy on the computers, best place to get the basics. This is basically Computers 101 over here. Everything, turning them on, turning them off, different software, hardware, how to use a mouse, basics of the keyboard. We will be using laptops for this. Space is limited, so make sure to register in advance. And lastly, what I think is going to be one of the coolest classes of the month. So for those of you out there who don't know, I am the one who mostly maintains and takes care of our 3D printer. 3D printing, what in the world is that, everybody? Holy cats. 3D printing is a machine that we have. As soon as you walk into our building, take a look on the right. There is a like this white-ish box that has this little robot-esque print head. It prints on a little bit of glass. And basically, if you know what a hot glue gun is and how it works, it's kind of the same thing, but instead of pushing out super hot glue, it pushes out super hot plastic. And it draws onto this bed of glass and on top of itself until it makes stuff. It makes items. You can make just about anything and anything that you could ever think of. And you can actually design 3D models yourself. That's right, folks. So for Tech Tuesdays coming up on March 21st at 6 o'clock, we have 3D printing basics. So you're going to be understanding a bit about how 3D printing works, its capabilities, its limitations, and we're going to be using a program called Tinkercad, which I just started using myself, learning how to do some very basic 3D modeling. Very cool, very interesting stuff. You'll be able to make your own 3D models and maybe even get that printed out at some point. Again, it's very important to know a bit about computers a little bit ahead of time, but you can get into this as a fresh start if you know nothing about 3D printing, but you want to get into it, you're interested, perfect place to do it. Space is limited, so make sure to register for that class. Now, on to some other things there, Mike.
Absolutely.
We're going to be talking about what's happening down in the children's room.
Yep. So we've got all these technology programs, and we'll be getting into the programs for teens and adults soon. But let's talk a little bit about programs that we have for the kids, for the little ones. You've got a little one, Dana. You used to bring her all the time.
Oh yeah, and she's still here all the time. Actually,
yeah.
She would be here right now, but she's taking a nap at the moment.
It's important.
For an event happening
It's
today.
important for them.
I know. She wanted to come here, but she's zonked out. But this first event you're about to talk about, we are definitely heading to this. She'll be super interested in this.
So there is a Three Little Pigs children's concert on Saturday, March 4th at 3 p.m. The Chamber Music of Metro West presents the Three Little Pigs concert. It's a musical rendition of the Three Little Pigs for flute and percussion. The program is designed for ages 3 to 8, but all ages are welcome. No registration is required, and this program is supported in part by a grant from the Shrewsbury Cultural Council, a local agency which is supported by the Mass Cultural Council, a state agency. So yeah, this sounds like a lot of fun. I know the kids concerts get a big turnout.
Oh
so
yeah, it'll be very popular.
Bring all the little ones down for this.
Yeah.
Next, we've got a family trivia event. The Animals Edition is going to be held Monday, March 6th at 6 p.m. Make your team and head to the library for trivia and pizza. So free pizza at the library.
My two favorite words put together. All right.
The theme is animals. You can check the library's e-calendar for details and to register, since you have to have a team, so you do have to register for this one. And this is an all-ages program.
All right.
Next, on Saturday, March 11th at 10 a.m., we have a Bluey party. Are you familiar with Bluey, Dana?
I am very familiar with Bluey.
So. Yeah,
Bluey, I think, is one of the best cartoons out there right now for kids because there's a lot of stuff that, as a parent, that parents can relate. It's a show about two parents and their two kids. I mean, they just happen to be dogs, but and it takes place in Australia, but the whole dynamic of being parents interacting with your young kids and like their imaginations and all that stuff and playing with them, and so it's a lot of relatability to the show. It's really good and funny. Quick funny story about this. So so my wife brought my daughter to the Bluey party that they had not that long ago at the Northborough Library.
Okay.
To which, for those that don't know, I used to work for the town of Northborough. They all know me over there. I used to do a podcast over there too, and I know. Miss Katrina, who's the head of the children's department over there, who put this thing together. My daughter loved it. It was packed. We had a great time, And I went over and I talked to Miss Sonia, who's our head of the children's room over here. And she's like, darn it, they beat me to the Bluey party. We already have ours playing, but they got it. They got it before we did. So we're doing our own rendition over here.
We are on Saturday, March 11th at 10. Yeah, Bluey, I feel like, is pretty omnipresent for kids about that age. My niece is about the same age as your daughter and is also a big Bluey fan.
It's good stuff.
So come and celebrate the Healer family with games, activities, and crafts. It's geared for ages 2+, and no registration is required. And last on the events that Sonia had us promote, is the Mud Story Time at Lake Street Park. So this is not at the library, this is at the park. It's Monday, March 27th at 10 a.m. You can join Miss Roxanne and Miss Sonia for muddy story time fun. Activities will include songs, stories, and a take-home craft with no registration required. I don't actually know
Better
quite
bring
how,
some cleanup.
Yeah, how dirty that's going to get.
All right, so this is at the park. I mean, like, should I bring some towels? What do I mean,
I
Better
a bit of
bring
a-
some just in case, right?
I'm a
Yeah.
clean freak. I can't have a muddy kid in my car.
Yeah,
What can I say?
no,
But I mean,
Let's
we'll
bring
see.
some water and towels.
Sure.
It's
okay.
it's
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be more like making things with mud and not necessarily like a mud run.
You never know what's going to happen, though.
No,
you know.
that's true.
Just come
That's true.
prepared.
Yeah.
Come prepared. Yeah.
Can't lose,
That's
right?
true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go to a program called Mud Story
Right.
Time, you should at least know what to expect, right? All right. So we're growing up a little bit here.
A little bit.
From the kids to the teens.
Hey, I learned what I thought you were talking about Blue's Clues. See,
Blues Clues.
Now I've learned.
My daughter's also bananas for Blues Clues. That's also a very good show.
Yeah.
That's on that she's very into right now. Great show. Yep. So for teens, this is pretty interesting. So for those of you teens who are listening that are maybe you're getting into doing some plays at school, doing a little bit of acting, this is perfect for you. Improv skills for teens. So improvisation is something that I'm a bit familiar with, being formerly from a video industry. Improvisation is actually very good for you. It's really good for interpersonal skills, communication skills, things of that nature. It's just a very good skill to have. Working good as a team, problem solving, that kind of thing. It's also it's a lot of fun too. So there's going to be a workshop by Meredith Charles of the Drama Out of the Box. It's designed to challenge and inspire students to stretch their brains and their limits. So for people with, you don't have to have some experience at all, or you could just hop into there if it's something that you want to dive into, from grades 7 through 12, and registration is required. So make sure to hop on our website and check out that event. And also Pi Day. Boy, am I excited for this. Unfortunately, I'm not a teen, so I can't participate. But
there's always lots of leftover pies.
Boy, I can't wait. So, and we're not just talking about 3.14 pi, which is technically what this is for, but we're talking about potentially.
That's on the boxes.
It's on the box.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who's making the pies or where the pies come from.
They are tabletop
Tabletop.
pies.
Oh, thank
Always.
goodness! I was
Usually-
hoping so.
Usually this is Diana's, one of Diana's
All right.
projects. So
I am
does
all
this
about
most years.
all about table talk pies. Love table talk pies. Our local pie bakery in Worcester celebrate Pie Day with a table talk pie eating contest. Oh boy, I should get in on this. And some activities all about
You could pass for a
3.14.
teen. You'll be all right.
I'd have to shave my beard. When I shave my beard, I look like I'm 10, so that might work, right? For kids and teens, maybe kids, teens, and parents. Maybe I can bring my little girl. Maybe we'll see. So and then we're going to grow up a little bit more. We're heading over to some.
Oh, come on.
Oh, hey, you got to grow up sometime, right?
on the me,
Hey, but
never.
that doesn't mean
Never.
anything about the quality. These are fantastic events that are happening here. So,
Absolutely.
Mike, what do we got going on?
So these are our adult programs, and we always have a ton of different programs, but these are just kind of the ones that I wanted to highlight. So on Saturday, March 11th at 2 p.m., we're going to have a concert from Ireland to America performed by Roger Tinknell, a local musician. He's done lots of concerts for us before. He's got a great style. He's very friendly, very entertaining. So everyone come on down for that to celebrate St. Patrick's Day a little bit early. Next, on Saturday, March 18th at 11 a.m., we are hosting an American Sign Language class. It's going to be 25 signs anyone can do. This class is going to be held completely in ASL. No experience is necessary, but it's a very, it's going to be a very, I don't want to say intense, but it's going to be a real workshop. So definitely show up if you're planning to really get engaged with that. But I thought that's an exciting one. It's good to know some ASL.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually very interested in that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You should sign up. Next, on Thursday, March 30th at 7 p.m., we are having a decoupage workshop, which is it's like a paper decorating
It's kind of
class.
Oh, nice.
I don't want to say paper mache, but it's like wallpaper, right? Kind of, sort of, right?
Yeah, it's decorating objects with paper designs.
Yeah, I've seen that on furniture, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be one of our crafting projects or programs are always very, very popular.
Yeah,
They
that
tend
will
to
be
fill up,
popular,
Yeah,
yeah.
they tend to fill up quick. So if you think you have any interest in this, definitely sign up for it ASAP because I'm sure those seats are going to go fast.
We have a book truck that needs a little help. It's been well used.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
All right, you
yeah,
can wheel
sure.
it down
Wheel it
beforehand.
in.
She can use that as her demo
Cool,
instructor.
cool.
And lastly, on March 16th, there is going to be a Project Michoon talk. It's Project Michoon, an underwater archaeological project of the Nipmuc people. So you can come down to learn about the efforts of the Nipmuc people to investigate and excavate 3 Michoonash, which are traditional dugout canoes that had been discovered at the bottom of Lake Quinsigamon between Worcester and Shrewsbury. The historical significance of the Michoonash to the Nipmuc, as well as the science behind the process to recover and preserve the Michoonash. So it's
Pretty cool. Local history, you know?
Yeah, it's a real local history. The Nipmuc people, or the Nipmuc tribe, is very active in this area. So if you have any interest about American history, I
Was
think
that
this
a
is
sign up or?
Yeah, there is a registration for this. Yep.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, like I said, that's just about the tip of the iceberg. There's plenty of other things.
Yeah.
So please go on our website at shrewsburypubliclibrary.org and check out our calendar. Right. So I wanted to thank Shrewsbury Media Connection today, as always, for providing us with this podcast gear. You can check them out at shrewsburymediaconnection.org. They're the town's nonprofit organization for media content. They're fantastic. Great place, great people. Please go check them out.
They always do a lot for us here at the
Yeah,
library.
they're awesome. And I really wanted to thank Philip Zhang, who is the composer of our theme song for Beyond Books, the
Yeah,
Shrewsbury
he's
Public
great.
Library podcast.
He's great. He is the son of one of our staff members.
That's
He's
right.
An extraordinarily talented musician.
Oh, yeah,
who's
definitely.
always been very game to give us free music.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
things.
he's wicked talented,
Yeah.
wicked talented guy. So real happy to have him take care of our theme song.
Definitely.
Yeah, maybe I need to get him to make some wahs and some
Oh,
stuff like
yeah,
that I can program into our
Yeah.
podcast gear. You know,
Get some little music stings for when
Yeah,
we start
yeah.
the Two Truths and a Lie. Something
Perfect.
like the what was it, the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music sting
Yeah.
when they bring in,
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
they bring in the new people.
All right, I like that. It's a
Yeah.
good idea. Okay, maybe I'll get some Price is Right stuff on there. You know?
Definitely.
Yeah. All right.
Definitely.
All right. So, and lastly, if you guys want to check us out here at the library, we're at 609 Main Street, right here in downtown Shrewsbury. We're at 508-841-8609. Again, shrewsburypubliclibrary.org. You can go check it out on our website. And if you guys just want to email us up any questions, anything like that, go to splreference@cwmars.org. All right. So, Mike, thanks again for being my co-host on this.
Yeah, always happy to join in.
All right. Glad I'm not wearing you down and
No,
have to
no.
get somebody
It's
else,
fun.
you know.
It's fun.
Well, thank you. Thank you again for doing this. And Melissa, thank you so much for being
Thank
on the
you.
show and sharing a bit about what you do here for our community and a little bit about yourself.
Thanks.
So, all right. So again, this has been Dana. I'm here with Mike and we're here with Melissa. And this has been Beyond Books, a Shrewsbury Public Library podcast. We'll catch you guys next month. Take care.